Hello everyone, Fallen here, and welcome back to another creations video. Today, I made a chicken villager farm, which is basically a zombie villager jockey farm. Yeah, it's these guys. So, I got this idea after watching a ZF video where he made a simple way of getting villager chickens, and I had never even thought about the fact that you could cure these guys and turn them into villagers, and it's awesome that they stay on the chickens. So I wanted to make a farm for it, and so here that is. So this is where everything spawns. So how do you get a villager on a chicken? Or a zombie jockey? So you need zombies to spawn, so you need a 2 high ceiling at least. There's a chance that those will be children. Children, if there are chickens within a distance, they'll try and hop on those. If that fails, they'll try and spawn their own chicken. And if that fails, they'll just be children. So that's what the chickens are for, to increase the odds of a jockey from spawning. How do we get zombies spawning constantly? Well, we need to factor in biomes and stuff. And in an old growth pine taiga, that's where zombie villagers spawn the most often, so that's the optimal biome. Now that we know the biome and have a way of getting jockeys more often, we need to make sure that zombies are spawning often. We need to make it so anything else doesn't spawn or goes away quickly. So normally you have creepers, skeletons, maybe some witches, spiders, some endermen. This is 2.5 blocks tall, no endermen. This isn't in slime chunks if you build it low enough, so then you won't get slime. Witches, they spawn, nothing really deals with them, but they don't spawn frequently enough for that to matter. And then there's the big things: spider, creeper, skeleton. Those are the common things. Well, flooring like this will stop spiders. If this carpet was missing, spider could spawn like here or something, or here. They need a 3x3, and it can be open gaps like this. So that's done. Now, creeper skeletons. That's what the cats and dogs are for. Those will scare creepers and skeletons off the edge, because they think they can pathfind through this, but they'll just fall. Why? You might be wondering, why are the dogs on honey and snow? Well, the cats are like something like this. Well, they have different hitboxes, and if you build this low enough, bats spawn and are annoying and will push things off. And this is just a way so they'll never get pushed off. But the dogs are a special case, because children, if this was like a normal block or anything, they'll just want to jump up here, or just keep running into this like this, or jump up here. So the dog needs honey, because they won't want to jump on that, and then the snow is to keep the dog high enough to not get pushed out, but like things can still see that red line and get angry, like skeletons just go wee and jump off. Okay, so zombies. We have zombie villagers, zombies, and children that will spawn, because we need to get rid of those, any of the things that are not jockeys. All zombies want to go towards these eggs and jump on them if there's a 2-block gap. They'll try and walk to this any way possible, so they'll be on any of these platforms, and they'll try and walk here, or maybe they'll walk here. And then normal babies that aren't on jockeys, they'll try and run through this part and fall through these lightning rods, because they're small enough, but chickens are big enough to just run through here and get into the bubble column. The children will run through here, and they'll end up landing on this and walking over this way. The reason the top floor has to be different than the bottom floor is these chickens. As you might have noticed, there's some weird things going on in here. So we have the chicken spawners. There are 42 chickens total. There are 6 on this side with hoppers going that way. 8 on this side with hoppers going that way, flipped over there. To spawn chickens roughly enough, I calculated, very rough calculations though, to spawn enough chickens for the amount of babies that you'll be getting. These chickens in minecarts are to make it so that the baby chickens won't try and just run different places, which is less of an issue now since when I implemented this, but baby chickens still might want to like wander there and get lost. So that keeps them close. They like jumping into these corners as well. I don't know why. Pathfinding's a bit weird sometimes. And adults here on this floor, like you see there's no trapdoors here, they'll just try and walk off this corner like that, and usually just fall off, or land here and then walk off that again. If I missed anything, just go in the comments, ask a question, I'll try and answer if I understand, or think I understand. So, what do we do once we have the jockeys here? Well, there's still a step. Normal water will make the jockeys detach, but bubble columns they're just perfectly fine. So we'll go up here and go to this interesting contraption. There's still one problem left to solve. How to differentiate which jockey it is, Zombie Villager or normal. And that's by making them into drowns, because only normal zombies can become drowns. So we have this thing. So every 30 seconds, based off of this hopper clock, these boat thingies will get pushed. So this holds the jockeys while still maintaining bubble columns. And since it's on a 30-second timer, that's how long it takes for a zombie to become a drowned or start the drowning process. And why are there two of them if it's only 30 seconds? Well, there's a chance that one enters right as this is getting pushed, so it'll miss that and fly up to this next one. So it's just a safety thing. I'll show how to get the boats in this position later. And because the boats get pushed quickly, they go up and down, yeah. So then they get up here. This scaffolding's like this to help them get out of the water and pathfind easier. They'll end up doing it, it's fine. So once they're here, the jockeys will become drowns if they're not zombie villagers, and they prefer axolotls over eggs. Some might walk down here, there's a thing for that. So the drowns will try and go to either of the axolotls that they see. So if chicken's here, they'll see this one. If chicken's there, they'll see these ones. And they'll aggro and just go up in here and die. This is the AFK spot. You'll hold a type of seed. So any normal chickens that happen to come in the farm, they'll see you holding seeds and walk over here, but none of the jockeys are affected by that. This block right here should prevent phantoms if you have those turned on. And right here is where the zombie villager jockeys will go. They'll walk here and they'll walk over this. This is another safety in case somehow there's just a baby zombie here that got past everything. Oh, also the reason that these are so close together is to prevent the chickens from despawning once they're in a jockey state. Because that was an issue I had if you made the farm taller. So once you get here, the zombie villager jockeys will walk here, go to this part of the slab, pressure plate, and it'll activate this whole thing. So you see, it's a long power line to go over here to push out this thing. And while they're standing on that, this will be pushed out as well. So if something's standing there and has been standing there long enough, this like 10 item timer will power and it'll send out a minecart to pick up something either staying on that side or that side. Nothing should end up in the middle, but if it does, it'll waste all of the minecarts, and I haven't had that in all of my testing since then. So they'll get sent here. You can send them off wherever. Currently, it's just a pillar behind the farm to store them, and then I have this little kill switch here just for testing purposes. These axolotls are easy to add. You can just come from below here with buckets, place them. Simple. Oh yeah, and this egg is how the zombies will go here, so just make sure to like not cover that up. These blocks here are for no burning. I currently have it at like the time of day, so nothing burns. Most of the stuff that you see that is tinted glass can be a different block. I just like building out of tinted glass. I prefer that. It looks nice. I can see what's going on in the farm. It's mostly to show like what can and can't be. Like this could be tinted glass. I didn't change that. I didn't think about it. But yeah, if you want to try and change the blocks, go ahead. If it's tinted glass, that's definitely changeable to other things. There might be some things where it needs to be opaque, but that shouldn't matter. See, here's a random chicken that wandered up, and if you're standing here, it goes and burns. And another nice thing about this whole contraption, why this is built the way it is that this isn't over any of the spawn floors. So don't build anything over the spawn floors to make the spawning better. So lower the better, but you'll want to make sure anything spawning either dies quickly or despawns. So you need to think about where you're building this farm, like the height. Because higher up, less spawns, but makes it easier to keep getting continual spawns. A way of getting the animals in here is just dropping them from the ceiling and putting in the ceiling. You can do that with any of them. Should be quite simple. I have not tested what happens in a lightning storm because these are here. Nothing should happen because there's a ceiling. Oh, yeah, this ceiling it's a way of keeping this inner room dark. These are spawning circles out here, but all these red squares, that means it is dark enough to spawn at any time. Here's an example of some chickens going into the farm. Here's, I'll up the tick rate just to see what happens. So these are all just the normal zombie jockeys. As you see, they eventually just go right up in there. So there's just a chicken chilling. Boom. So I'll test this at a high spawn rate. So this is where you AFK. You'll be here holding seeds, probably in your offhand, might be good. Just be here, make sure everything's running, and I'll let mobs spawn. As you see, this is what happens. So it cycles between mobs pretty quickly, and you should just eventually pile up your jockeys. Oh, look, there's a guy right here. It's a normal zombie. That's expected. Look at the children. Oh, they're having some troubles, but yeah, they eventually go off. Actually, you know, it's funny. Walking off that egg might have actually been good. So let's see if it's like that. Yeah, okay, so this egg isn't necessary. Yeah, look at that. Look, I improved the farm on accident while making the video about the farm, which I was like, yeah, it's done. I've done a lot of this. As you can see with schematics, I've had a few variations of this farm. Oh yeah, and there's one last thing to show: how to get the boat like that. So, just gonna try and replicate the columns. You're gonna have something like this. You're gonna want to grab some stairs. So let's say the bubble column's right here. See, I don't quite remember how I built this, honestly. So you want to have a stair curve like that, okay. Yes. I'm remembering. Look, I'm building the farm too. Oh yeah, I've also had some help from friends with small little things. I built the majority of this, but friends have given me some extra ideas. So place the stairs like that. You'll probably want to break out this wall, something like this. You want a boat to be able to put a boat. Go here, go like that, drive it in. It'll probably still be a bubble column, you get pushed out or something. You're able to replace that, because if you see the hitbox, it fits. Break that, put a slab over here. It's designed to hold in water, because, oh yeah, you'll want water to be here. Place a fence. You'll place the water correctly. Here. If you weren't watching closely before, maybe you will now. Just go like this, you do all this stuff, you get the boat, you get it over here, you get out of the thing, you patch it up, put that, boom. And of course you'd have the water column. This fence is here so that the boat gets so it doesn't get unaligned. There's like a chance that it gets unaligned by just phasing through like these stairs. I don't know how to fix that. It shouldn't happen often. But yeah, that's how you get the boat there. You just do that twice. Chickens. Keep the chickens in here by throwing eggs. If I missed anything, just ask. I'll try and reply when I see it. And yeah, have a good day. Enjoy building the farm. Check out ZF because he gave me this idea. He has cool, funny videos. And yeah, bye.